Now, your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
So taking a look at one of the viewer photos sent in to us, absolutely gorgeous shot of the celery fields, which if you have never been, you really need to. It's a really spectacular place to see a lot of Florida wildlife that you probably don't see in your backyards, or some of them you will, but some of them you won't. And you'll have some expert advice there from some of the folks from the Audubon Society who will help you learn a little bit more. Beautiful shot, cumulus clouds. Cindy sent this one in, a frequent contributor. Thank you, Cindy. We also have some other nice shots that have been sent in, and my clicker is not working, so I have to just go off camera here. You'll excuse me. I'll have to operate this computer manually here. So we're looking at another shot here from Longboat Key. Last night's sunset, absolutely beautiful. And this morning, this was a morning sky that was sent in to us from Michelle. Beautiful shot there with, you can see Venus down below the moon there. Actually, that's probably Saturn. But if you get up early enough in the morning, just before sunrise, you'll be able to see Mars and Saturn and Jupiter, all kind of lined up in a nice row. Local temperatures currently closing in on that 80-degree mark, just about exactly where we were yesterday. Yesterday we hit 85, came close to a record. The record was 89, so we were pretty close. Sorry, it was 86, so we were pretty close to it at 85. I don't really think that we'll break a record today, but we'll certainly get warm, probably up around 83 degrees, well above average once again. Temperatures most everywhere closing in on that 80 mark before the end of this show. About half of those numbers will probably be at 80 or above. 80 degrees with a dew point value of 65. That feels pretty comfortable. That's not too bad. I think, though, over the course of the next few days, we're going to watch that dew point value plummet into the 50s, probably low 50s, maybe even some 40s by the time we get to the weekend. So a big change in the feel of the air coming our way. West-southwest wind now at about 7. That west-southwest wind will kind of tend to stabilize our temperature a little bit. We'll go with about 83 at a 3 p.m. temperature. 73 by 7 p.m. should be a nice sunset. Absolutely beautiful. No rain, no issues. Temperatures in the 60s during the overnight. So water vapor imagery shows all this dry air in place, indicated here by these tan colors that have kind of moved on in behind the front. Lots of rainfall in parts of the country that need it. Parts of the area just north to Atlanta are in a serious drought condition, so it's good that they're getting some rainfall today. That will help alleviate things a little bit there. We have no rain showers in our forecast, false echo there. We will probably see this front, or actually kind of a dual front that are approaching us, move through here probably early in the morning on Friday. And as it does that, our winds will shift around and some drier air will move in. But before then, our winds are going to be shifting out of the south, and that's going to bring up a little bit more moisture, and the mugginess is going to kind of return. Southwest wind coming in at about 5 knots today, turning to the south overnight as that high sinks south and our wind shift north, shift south. We'll see tomorrow a daytime high of about 82, and still mildly warm on Friday, 78 degrees, well above average still. 20% chance of a pre-dawn shower. And then the cold air, or cooler air I should say, moves in, and that drops our temperatures to seasonable levels in the lower 70s. And don't forget, Oscars on Sunday. Back to you, Scott.